Yeah, here with another episode of Star Wars Alternate History. And today's question is, what if Padme didn't die upon childbirth? So I came up with two pretty simple options here. I'm sorry they're not much more detailed, but it's really hard to tell what she would do if she stayed alive. Option one is Padme doesn't maintain influence and is playing hide and seek from Vader for the rest of her life. And the main reason I say this is let's look at both Obi-Wan Kenobi and what little we know about the direction Ahsoka Tano is going in Star Wars Rebels. First off, when Obi-Wan Kenobi was finally found by Darth Vader on the Death Star, Vader went after him to kill him. Why? Obi-Wan Kenobi is part of the past that Darth Vader is trying to hide. Now, yes, Padme Amidala may be his wife, and he may love her, and that her death is what caused him to definitely have turned over to the dark side. But this doesn't mean he won't kill her just because he's turned over to the dark side at this point, which means he severely disagrees with Padme, and the she's not going to see him the same way. She's going to try to turn him, and he's going to get angry and kill her if he didn't already. Not only that, she is the mother of his two children. He's going to want to find his children if they weren't separated like Yoda and Obi-Wan Kenobi originally did, even if she stayed alive. So that is another major effect. What are going to happen with her children? Is she going to keep them or separate them out to protect them? I think it's likely that she may still want to separate them out, even though she is their mother. She can still visit them if she wants, if she's on the run. Maybe, maybe not. It all depends on the situation at the time. But let's look at option number two. Padme remains in the Senate along with Bail Organa. As we know beforehand, Padme Amidala was senator in the Galactic Republic. She would have still maintained the status as there was an Imperial Senate as well that carried over these same senators from the Republic Senate. But unlike Bail Organa, I believe she wouldn't continue in politics for as long. Now, both Bail Organa and Padme Amidala severely disagreed with the Empire. But Bail Organa was a lot more patient and a lot less active, I guess you could put it, than Padme. He had to kind of be pushed a little bit more to act on his feelings and would often more act in, I guess, secret, as we see in Rebels when he's getting R2 back from Kanan. He acts a little bit more down under. It's hard to kind of find out that he's planning something. Whereas Leia, Padme, she is outspoken and she's going to speak her feelings. So you can tell simply by the fact that she said, "So this is how liberty dies," with a thunderous applause when the Emperor was announcing the creation of the Empire, that she was not happy with the way things were going, which means she would become a likely target of the Emperor anyways. This means she's going to go on to become a likely figure of the rebellion if she isn't caught or killed by the Empire beforehand. She's going to be similar to figures such as Mon Mothma, or her own daughter Leia, or even Bail Organa, who were senators or politicians that joined in the rebellion. She may be more of a general figurehead like Mon Mothma, or she may be more of a political figurehead such as Leia, or somewhere in between. She did know some military tactics from the Clone Wars and was well versed in fighting, but at the same time, she was a great figurehead. Would actually probably be a good mixture of Mon Mothma and Leia put together. Not only this, we have to figure out in this scenario what would happen with her kids. Would Vader be looking for them? Obviously, Vader would want to look for them in either scenario. Would she be able to protect them? Not on her own. She would need the help of either Jedi or would need them separated where Vader couldn't find them, as done in the actual movie. So, what's the easier choice? The easier choice is to separate them, as there are very few Jedi left, and some of the Jedi that are left are figments of his past. Of Vader's past, which Vader's trying to erase. Every single time Vader is able to erase a figment of his past, such as Ahsoka, which is what's being hinted at in Rebels going to happen, or whether it's Obi-Wan Kenobi, he's getting rid of a good part of himself because he's able to delve himself deeper in that dark side and get rid of those hints of what he once was, and only until Luke brings it back out in him does he face good again. So it's likely that because of Padme's strong-willed personality, that she would become a figure of the rebellion if she's able to outlive the cruel years of the Empire. Does this speed up the rebellion occurring? It could. It could still take that 20 years for a full-fledged rebellion to get ready and get started to occur. So we would still be on a similar timeline here, but I think she is a much better, stronger figurehead than the current rebel leaders, and many people respected her opinions, such as, Bail Organa was well respected, but Padme is seen to stick to the same ideals over and over and is a trustworthy person. So I just think she would be, in the end, have become this rebel figurehead over running from Vader for the rest of her life. She would have likely gotten in politics a little bit, then gotten sick of it, doesn't like the Empire, doesn't see how she can change things, continues on into the rebellion, then she becomes a leader of the New Republic. And I can't tell you what would happen then. I can't guess when she would die. She could easily have died during her. She's most likely to die in the years before the rebellion, but then again, other politicians such as Bail Organa and Mon Mothma did last to the beginning. The Bail Organa was killed on Alderaan. So we would be guessing at the point of her death, but we could guess on what she would do. She wouldn't be able to change any major events that happened before this point. It's mainly a guess into her own life and what would happen to her children. I would assume Leia and Luke would still be split up in the same way, but they would have a living mother that they could come find and would likely be reunited with when they join the rebellion. So, this is Star Wars Indiana. Please submit any questions that you have for future Star Wars Alternate History podcasts. Thanks for listening. See you later.